My next point, blood. Very morbidly. But yeah, blood is important to vampires. Human blood being the main operative point. In Twilight, no, not human blood. The Cullens live on animal blood. Which is supposed to be the happy, fluffy alternative. It's that, you know, don't worry, we don't drink from humans, we drink from animals. I'm sorry, I don't find that the happy, fluffy alternative. I think that drinking the blood of poor, defenseless creatures and, you know, effectively unbalancing food chains that exist within nature for the purposes of continuing to exist are wrong. And although it may sound slightly cruel, I think a vampire who snuck into sort of, you know, cancer wards to drink the blood of people who are going to die, or maybe drained the blood of a corpse, or people in prison, on death row, people who are going to die anyway, kind of thing. That to me, in a very creepy manner, is the happy fluffy alternative if you did have to sort of make the decision, because it's like, happy fluffy bunnies? Pedophiles and murderers. Which one would you rather see die? Not the happy fluffy bunnies! Not the happy fluffy bunny, Edward Cullen! Let me try that again. Not the happy fluffy bunnies, Edward Cullen! And I'm back. And... but no, in the Cirque series, there is, maybe not happy and fluffy, but a more logical way of dealing with this way of making the vampires, in a way, good guys. And this is that they don't kill when they drink. They, like leeches, take very small amounts of blood, sort of like, you know, a pint of blood, the amount you would give at a blood donation kind of thing. And by doing that in regular intervals, they're able to continue to survive and allow humans to continue to survive. And just, you know, that seems practical and logical and it makes sense. Going back to the animal blood thing, it should be made a point that the blood of animals is drunk in the Cirque series too. The character of Darren, in the second book, when he is half vampire, half human, and still getting used to that, refuses to drink human blood on the grounds that he is still half human and that it will make him into a monster, the monster he is trying not to become. But it is established if he continues to only drink the blood of animals, he will weaken and eventually die. Because the vampires need human blood to survive. And just, you know, the moral dilemma involved in that, in the whole thing of drinking the blood of humans or of animals and things, it seems to me to, you know, show real depth towards the character, whereas Bella doesn't show any sort of remorse in the fact that she's going to be existing on, effectively, the death of the happy fluffy bunnies. Okay, so let's get right on with point 13. Point 13, unlucky 13, being vampires! Which is kind of what both series are all about. And let's just start by establishing neither series has traditional vampires. Traditional vampires are people who sold their soul to the devil, died, and had a demon walking around in their dead body. They need to drink human blood to survive. They are repelled by all things holy due to their dark, evil nature. They can't cross running water because it traps them, their evil demony soul thingy. They can't enter a person's home uninvited. And sunlight hurts them, in some cases kills them, but, you know, I don't care. Okay, I don't care that neither series has traditional vampires, because nothing that has vampires in it in this day and age are traditional vampires. Nosferatu, Dracula, they're gone. They're not like they used to be, but, you know, that's okay. Vampires have evolved, they've developed, they've become something new. What I'm not okay with is them being sparkly. It's just stupid. It's anybody who defends this, like, go to a shrink or something, because, jeez. Like, okay. The reason I am doing this video specifically is that this point in its entirety, both series take what is a vampire and question that and change it and things. The difference is, in the Saga of Darren Shan, any weakness that the author removes is replaced by one that balances things out. For example, Darren Shan removes a lot of the stereotypical weaknesses of vampires. For example, crosses, holy water, pretty much anything holy or anything that works on the premise of the vampire being evil is ineffective as a weapon. Because in this, they aren't evil, they aren't demons, they're just creatures that happen to live on blood. To compensate for this fact, they're weakened against things that would normally not hurt a vampire. Just ordinary human weapons. Guns, knives, hand grenades. They can catch diseases. A really long fall will kill them. They can drown. They can be crushed. There's a whole load... Electrocution! That's a good one. But yeah, there's a whole load of different ways that they can die. The Meyer-pyres, the vampires that Stephenie Meyer created, that... I use the term Meyer-pyre because, one, I think it's quite cool that somebody invented that. It just sounds funny, doesn't it, Meyer-pyre? But they're not vampires in the strictest sense. They are, as somebody, I'm not sure who it was, if I find out I'll put it in the info, referred to them as stone golems with venom. Because that's what they are, and you can shout and argue the point and going, but they drink blood! I could drink blood! It doesn't make me a vampire. For that matter, they drink the blood of animals. There are plenty of people who drink Sorry, let me start that one again. There are plenty of people who drink pig's blood. You aren't out there prostrating yourselves to them going, Edward, marry me! Like those lamos who follow what's his face? The guy who plays him in the film. You know, the one who hates the fact that he plays him in the film because all the fangirls follow him around. I'll look it up. But anyway, I suppose my main point is that neither are strictly vampires, but there's enough of the vampire lore left in the Saga of Darren Shan that they're recognisable. If you described both versions of what is a vampire from each series to somebody who had never heard of either, but yet had a good, decent understanding of what mythical lore was, I think they would have a better chance of recognising the Darren Shan vampires as vampires than the Stephenie Meyer Twilight vampires as vampires, because, I mean, with the Stephenie Meyer vampires, you have sort of the two main points. They drink blood. Well, they're vampires. Obviously, vampires drink blood, but if you gave them the they sparkle bit first, we're into the realm of pixies, fairies, you know,